What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Happy Fridays. Well, whether it's Friday night or Saturday morning for you, happy weekend. Hope everybody had a good week, a safe week. We're officially now 1 week away from SummerSlam. Man, are we gonna have a SummerSlam party next weekend? We will be live for both nights of SummerSlam. I'm bringing in my buddy Pew Pew. He's gonna be joining me for SummerSlam. We're gonna make sure we go live for night 1 and night 2 of SummerSlam. So get ready. It's gonna be a damn good old time. Let's see who we got pulling up in the chat already. I see the chat filling up already. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. What up, Tyler? What up, my man? I don't know why you're not. I gotta look into that, Tyler, after the live and see why you don't have it anymore. You should still have it. Yo, big man in charge doing double duty tonight. Let's go. What up, big man? Try hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button, do all that good shit. There's my bro. Yo, Fat Boy Kicks. Yo, Queen. Woo! Get that money. Yeet. See, you threw me off for a minute, Fat Boy, when you said yeet. You scrambled me for a moment. I was all scrambled. We gotta do that over, Fat Boy. You Fat Boy Kicks. We gotta do it right. Yo, Fat Boy Kicks. Yo, Queens, get that money. Bam. Make sure we do that right. See something. There we go. Yo, what up, MCW? Salute. There he is, the Troll Exterminator. My brother, Big D in the building. What up, Donald? That's right, trolls beware. The Troll Exterminator is here. Whoop! And he's gonna buck anybody who come in talking that hoorah bullshit. Yes, sir. July 31st, we got Fat Boy Kicks' birthday. And he's gonna be, yo, you gotta dress up as Spider-Man though. Come on, we need you to do Spider-Man. Okay, I want to do a series. Hey, big man, you could do anything you like on your own channel. Shit. Unlike doing double duty, Hunter. Hell yeah. Yes, sir. Bing bong. Officially free agents now is Kairi Sane, Aleister Black, Zelina Vega, Uncle Howdy, a.k.a. Bo Dallas, Nikki Cross, Dexter Loomis, Eric Rowan, Joe Gracie, Santos Escobar, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns, and Zoe Stark. Now, they're already talking about Kairi Sane being coming out for AEW as the next big surprise for the AEW pay-per-view. So we'll see where Kairi, what ends up happening with Kairi Sane. I'm truly hoping that Aleister Black and Selena go to MLW, if not TNA. And the Wyatt Six, man, they need to go to TNA. They can do some fun shit with the Righteous and the Hardy Boys. That could be a whole crazy lot of fun. Because Matt Hardy is very good creativity with doing this stuff outside the ring. Same way he had the Righteous at the Hardy compound. Big man, I told you when I got free time, which I do not have any free time anytime soon, but when I do have free time, we can make a video, not a live, a video. And if we make that video and people end up liking it, then we can talk about doing more. I'm definitely going to be wearing the colors. Let's go, Fat Boy Kick. That's my brother. Let's go. Yo, Fat Boy, I'm making sure we having a party and everything for your birthday, man. We doing it up, man. You've been with me you've been down with me for a long time, Fat Boy. We've been cool. We known each other for over a year, man. We gonna do it up this birthday. Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six, maybe AEW. See, I don't think they're going to AEW because AEW has so many guys right now. If they were gonna do something with that, they would take maybe one of them. And if I'm the Wyatt Six, I'm not splitting up. I'm gonna stick together and go to TNA. TNA should take them. MLW should take them. And TNA is definitely the best bet though. They got a TV deal. You want to go somewhere that has a TV deal. You don't want to go anywhere that doesn't have TV. Go to the next best thing. If you can't, you were in WWE, so that gives you power right there to get signed. AEW is not the right fit for them. Next on the list with a TV deal, TNA, baby. And if not TNA, MLW. Yes, I did, D. I managed to finish SmackDown for the most part. Which we're going to jump into the SmackDown review in a minute because we do have a game to play tonight. And I made the game a little. I found an easy game that's not too hard. So that way, Donald don't have to be saving everybody this again. Yo, what up, Nasty? Shit, where you been, Nasty? Hunter herself. Nasty, if we were in person, I'd put you in a headlock for that one. But then I'd give you a too sweet afterwards. I was surprised when I saw you in that YouTube short with a head full of hair. I figured you were bald. Then Ricochet and Tommaso Ciampa combined. You fooled me. Hey, Nasty, it's not true what they say. They say if you wear hats your whole life, you're going to lose your hair and shit like that. Bullshit. That's one thing I've never had a problem with hair. I'm just a hat guy. I don't enjoy combing my hair, putting gel and shit into it. Not my thing. I'm the guy who wears hats to stuff that you're not allowed to wear hats to. Wyatt Six, TNA, Jeff and Matt Hardy. That would you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, big man. That would be so good because you know what? We already know that Matt Hardy knows what he's doing when it comes to doing this stuff. Look at what he did with the broken gimmick. That got him back in WWE, got him over in AEW at one point for a little bit. You know, that stuff got him so back over, him and Jeff doing the broken gimmick, that, hey, do it again. The Righteous are great, but they're only two men like the Hardys. We need the Wyatt Six. They're an actual faction. And TNA is good with all that, like, hocus pocus shit. Nasty said, I saw a report that AEW is interested in 7 of the former Fed superstars that are now free agents. Well, I know Kairi Sane's at top of the list. And I know Sheamus. They're looking at Sheamus also, so we'll see. You know, I don't know. You know, Aleister Black and Selena, you know, Aleister Black was already over there and left. So I don't know how he left, on like what terms he left on. But all the non-compete clauses are up. So we're definitely gonna see what's gonna happen. And I'm hope, you know what, that's why I don't read the dirt sheets, because I like to be surprised. I don't want to know who's gonna come out for sure. I wanna have an opinion on who's gonna do what, but I don't want to know for sure. That ruins the fun of watching it. If you already know for sure that this guy's gonna come out at this pay-per-view, where's the fun in it? What are the storylines if they go to TNA? Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six need something interesting. If they went to TNA, they would be perfect, because TNA is notorious with Abyss. The guy that they had dressed up as Satan, I always forget his name. You know, you got Rosemary with the whole hell thing. So you got the Righteous, you got the Hardys. They'll fit right in there, but they need to make them dominant. That's the whole big thing. If you're going to bring the Wyatt Six in, no matter where the Wyatt Six go, if they get signed as a unit, they need to use the unit as a whole week after week. Don't have them come out one week and then we don't see them again for 3 weeks. No, they need to come out week after week and beat the living shit out of anybody that's in their way. So that way they are made a legit threat. Hunter, you have some luscious you consider growing your hair out like carrying. Hey, yo, Karrion Kross is my guy. There will be one thing that there will never be. There will never be Killer Kross, Carl Anderson, or Doc Gallows slander. It's an automatic, you're out of here. Those are my 3 guys, and once we get this channel monetized, guess you may get to see them come on the channel. So fingers crossed. Yep, Matt with the broken gimmick and the Wyatt Six. I'd love to see, you see what you picking up what I'm putting down? That's what I'm talking about, big man. D said, I see that SmackDown went off the air and they made Corbin versus Trick for the US title at SummerSlam. You know what's crazy? I already thought they did that. Well, I'm glad they fucking did it. Shit, we called that shit like weeks ago. And how long have I been screaming every live that it's going to be Gunther versus Nick Aldis at SummerSlam? And what happened? We finally got the contract signing tonight of Nick Aldis versus Gunther. Yo, what up, ATWA? What's good, my brother? Too sweet. I'm awake, so I hit that like button. Want to come say what up? There he is, the 4-time champion. Yo, my brother G-Face is a ninja in the kitchen, man. Hey, if you guys like eating, check my man G out. Me and G go back like two flats on a Cadillac. Or however that saying actually goes. I know it goes something like that, right, G? Hunter, I haven't seen any Fed programming in a while. What are they doing with Rusev, Matt Cardona? I haven't heard about either of those guys in a long time. Nasty. So Ethan Page is with Rusev right now, which they're actually a really good pair. And they're pretty much on every Monday Night Raw, but no serious push yet, unfortunately. And when they do something with Matt Cardona, I'll let you know because I'm still waiting. Why we have Matt Cardona, a guy who looks like $1,000,000, and we're not using him. The only time we use Matt Cardona is to get squashed by somebody else, which is ridiculous. If I'm Matt Cardona, I'm already thinking about what my next move at is because you didn't remake yourself on the indies to be the guy to come back to WWE and be treated like you're Zack Ryder still. Hey, what if hell Mary and Abyss join Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six? That would be cool if they go to. Man, if Abyss still wrestled, that would be awesome. But like, if we ever see anything with Abyss, it'll just be a one-off. Because right now he works with WWE actually as a match producer backstage, and it's a shame because Abyss never got that WWE run that he so deserved. We have not seen another guy that has been anywhere near a Mankind or a New Jack like we got a bit with Abyss. Abyss deserved the WWE run. Try make sure everybody, if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and smash that like button, please. Hell yeah, I'm eating. Hey, what are you eating? What up, Bulldog Rick? Sure, let's hear it. What's the update? How we feeling? I hope whoever gets the Wyatt Six uses them better than the Fed did. I got sick and tired of seeing Loomis and Gracie wrestling while the rest of them stood around like road construction workers. You're not wrong, Nasty. I hope that wherever they land, for sure, they get used. Like, really use them as main event stars. Which is why I'm really hoping TNA. Because, hey, if they go to TNA, they can throw them in the middle of the storyline like that. And it would be perfect, right? Hardys, the Righteous are fighting each other at the Hardy compound, right? Boom. Lights go off. Or, well, it goes even darker, so dark that nobody could see nothing. And then, boom, the sun comes up. Whatever they need to do for the Hardy compound. And the Righteous, and the Righteous, and the Wyatt Six are there. Letting the Righteous and the Hardys looking at each other like, are they with you? Being confused. And then the Wyatt Six beat all four of them up. They don't spare the Hardys or the Righteous. No, they go through both of them, leaving them all four of them laid out. That's how you put the Wyatt Six into the storyline in TNA. Hunter, I don't know if you've been seeing Brian Cage lately, but holy hell. Let's just say apparently there's some exemptions in the testing policy, in the drug testing policy. Hey, Nasty, they don't call Brian Cage the effing machine for nothing, right? Bro, they got. You could tell AEW is definitely not testing. That's for shit sure. Nobody can get that big naturally. I had my MRI today. My fourth cancer spot decreased to 2. All right, all right. 2 spots left in my colon. But hey, day by day, prayer by prayer. Let's go, Bulldog. That's what I'm talking about. Congrats, brother. Fuck cancer. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Hunter, did you see the latest episode of Dark Side of the Ring? I didn't even recognize Necro Butcher. He looks like Sergeant Slaughter more than he looks like Necro Butcher now. Yeah, you talking about with Necro Butcher and Samoa Joe, right? It was with the two of them, not just Necro, right? It was with the two of them with the feud. I want to make sure I didn't get that there wasn't like a part 2 to it that I missed. Damn right, doggy. Fuck cancer. Tell him, D, God is great. You seen Sergeant Slaughter lately? He lost a lot of weight in his face. He looks sunken. I'm trying to think of the last time I saw Sergeant Slaughter. Let's see. We're in we're in July. I saw him in person maybe 6 months ago. I want to say I saw Sergeant Slaughter. It's all good, doggy dog. It's all good. You gotta let us know, man. If hey, it's my channel. If I'm asking you for an update, you give us the update. Shit. Ain't nobody gonna tell you not to if it's my channel. If I'm telling you to post it, shit. Yeah, with Samoa. Yes. Okay. So nasty. Yeah. Oh, I did watch it, bro. Yo, that shit is brutal. With I can't. I'm not with all the death match shit. I hate that kind of stuff. And man, I kept feeling bad. I felt so bad for Necro when I kept hearing some of the stuff that he was going through, like as a kid. But I'm happy that he was able to use wrestling as an escape. But let's bull through this SmackDown review real quick so we can get on to the Friday night games. So, we had Nick Aldis and Gunther did their contract signing, which, as usual, a fight started, and Nick Aldis was getting the better of Gunther until Adam Pearce had to stick his neck in there, which ended up leading Gunther to powerbomb Nick Aldis through a table. And it was really effed up, like, because Gunther really hit him with like a real life promo, like, you always wanted to be a WWE wrestler. You had, and you weren't good enough to make it to the big league. Oh man, it was Gunther is so good at making you want to punch him in the face. I gotta give it to the guy. He really knows how to be an asshole. Gunther truly is one of the perfect wrestling heel. And Nick Aldis is fucking huge next to him. He's almost triple the size of Gunther. I wasn't sure if Gunther was gonna be able to get him up to powerbomb him through a table, but he did. Well, Aldis got told if he goes with them, hey, Triple H said every man's got his breaking point, and Gunther, you found Nick Aldis's. So I'm finally happy that we're gonna get a Nick Aldis WWE match. This guy, if anybody deserves to at least get one match in WWE, it's freaking Nick Aldis. Man, the guy's been a phenomenal talent throughout the years in TNA. Shit. AEW before it was AEW, realistically. He was there for the big show, the first big show, him versus versus Cody. He's a former NWA champion, and man, did Nick Aldis look good as that NWA champion back then. But like I said, I've been screaming at the top of my lungs that this was going to happen at SummerSlam. So for multiple lives now. So I'm happy that it's finally pen to paper. Next, we had Laney Reed from Fatal Influence versus Brie Bella with Paige. Now, this was actually important. You need to know what happened here tonight. Because after Brie Bella wins the match, that's where it gets important. So Brie Bella wins this match. Afterwards, you get Fatal Influence has got a 3-on-2 against Brie Bella and Paige, right? Wrong. Nikki Bella is officially back. Nikki Bella came out. She kicked ass. And not only did she kick ass, we now have set up for SummerSlam 6-women's tag team match where it will be Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and Paige versus Fatal Influence. Now, beautiful writing, perfectly done. This was really good. This is the best SmackDown we've had in a long, long time. Do you think Liv Morgan will lose her title? Personally, no, she's rocking right now. I don't see Liv. I don't think so. Liv is so over right now. I don't think Liv's losing the belt yet. Before WWE, Nick Aldis wrestles for NWA back. Don't let Nick fool you. I met him when I refereed for NWA years ago. Nice. You got to meet him in person? Awesome. I marked out when Nikki Bella came back. Did you see Fallon Henley when Nikki's music hit? Oh yeah. They deserve an Oscar for that. I'm telling you, that Nikki Bella segment tonight was the best segment of the night. Bro, they did that shit so good. They had you fully invested. You fully believed everything. You were tunnel vision watching it. Like, I'm actually excited now to see this 6-women's tag. I didn't give a shit before. And I'm a Fatal Influence fan. So Nikki Bella being back, adding some new blood into this feud with them. took them from here to here. And now that we're going to get that 6-women's tag match for SummerSlam, I like it. Faction versus faction. Let's see where this goes. Nick is a cool guy when I met. Man, that's awesome. Nick Aldis is such an awesome guy, man. I always wish he would have had a WWE run. I'm surprised the dirt sheets didn't ruin the surprise before the show. Mad props to the Fed for not leaking it. See, Nasty, that's why I don't like dirt sheets and I don't read dirt sheets. Because, what's the point, right? Like, if you want to know exactly who's going to come out before they come out, then what's the point? Like, what do you get out of it? Just so you can go somewhere on YouTube and say, "Oh, I know this guy's coming out for sure." Like, what do you think? You and the other 50,000 people didn't read that? Same thing? And all 50,000 of you are going to be let the fuck down. Well, the real fans want to be surprised. I do not want to know anybody who for 100% sure is coming out. I hate when I see it. That's why if I miss a wrestling pay-per-view, I will not go on any social media or anything until I watch the wrestling show and I'm done with it. Because if I know who's going to win the main event before I watch the show, I'm not watching the show anymore. Where's the fun in it? Smash that like button to the WPF. We get into 100 tonight, baby. I like that attitude. That's what I'm talking about, Bulldog Rick. That's the attitude I'm talking about. Let's go. Nasty marked out with Nikki Bella. Did you do a Jerry Lola puppies? Speaking of dirt sheets, have you been listening to Crazy Uncle Dave Metz on AEW lately? It's effing hilarious listening to him and Brian Alvarez argue the whole time. No, I haven't. All right, but wait, let's not get off. Let's stick on point because I want to just bolt through the rest of the SmackDown stuff because those are the two things you really needed. But so next up, we had Kiana James versus Chelsea Green in a qualifier match for the interim women's championship SummerSlam ladder match. My girl, Chelsea Green, baby. She beat that ass. Bye-bye. Kiana. She's whack. Luckily, that match wasn't too long, so it was eh. Then we had CM Punk and Cody came out. They're both in the ring. They're talking shit. The same spiel. Nothing crazy. Nothing happened. Cody came out first, then CM Punk came out. They went back and forth. It wasn't a bad set, but if you didn't see it, you don't have to see it. That's the problem. I like segments that that I'm telling you guys you have to go see this. Unfortunately, if you missed it, it's not going to mess up the story for you. You're good. Then we had Charlotte Flair with Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax with Last Legend in a qualifier match for the women's ladder match at SummerSlam. The interim SummerSlam ladder match. And we had Charlotte Flair went over Nia Jax due to disqualification because of Jade. And to be honest with you, if you notice, they don't really put Nia Jax really in ladder matches. They know she doesn't really have good stamina, so they try to protect her and keeping her away from ladder matches as much as possible. Which, hey, it's smart booking. You don't put Nia Jax in a ladder match. It's just not smart. You put her in a "I'ma destroy you" type of match instead. And then we had our main event, which was Trick Williams versus Damian Priest versus Finn Balor versus Royce Keys in a fatal four-way match that had all the bullshit. You had Solo out there. That ended up leading into the Usos music hitting, and Jay and Jimmy came out. That led into, next thing you know, Jacob Fatu comes out. He ends up grabbing Royce Keys when he goes for the pin. So now Royce Keys was about to win the match, but he pulled Royce Keys out of the ring. So now they're fighting. So pretty much now you got Trick Williams and Finn Balor left going at it. Going shot for shot. And Finn Balor ends up going over to be our victor. Now, I don't know what we're doing with Finn Balor. I'm a Finn Balor fan. I'm hoping we're gonna do something soon with him. But whatever we're gonna do, we need to do it soon because he's kind of just like there at the moment. Yes, sir, Bulldog. Chelsea won. You damn right. Hell yeah, Chelsea Green. That's what I'm talking about, big man. There he is. There's my Irish psychopath. What up, brother? Hey, bro, I just wanted to let you know my mom is in bad shape. She was in the hospital Thursday night and she got a ruptured in her stomach. Ooh, Rob, I'm so sorry to hear that, brother. Man, hey, you're absolutely in our prayers. Hopefully, she gets a speedy recovery and that, nothing gets worse than what it is right now. That it's, that she's on the healing train now. Hopefully, she'll be home sooner than later, brother. I'll be praying for you and your family, Rob. Nice, doggy. Doggy said he met Chelsea. Okay. She's on my list. I haven't met her yet. She's on the list. I gotta get her. Nasty said Chelsea Green is more of a star than a husband, LOL. It's like Maria Kanellis with Mike Bennett. Hey, Maria Kanellis was way more over than Mike Bennett for sure. And Chelsea right now is way more over than Matt. But if they write it right, bro, what a great power couple this could be. Chelsea and Matt should be a power couple. Everything they ask Chelsea to do, she knocks it out of the ballpark. They tell her act like an asshole, she acts like an asshole. They tell her act like a spoiled brat, she acts like a spoiled brat. They tell her, I need you to make this person look great. Doesn't matter what they ask Chelsea Green to do, she does it. And I don't understand when a girl keeps delivering every time, no matter how much bullshit you give her, that every time you give her a chance, She's hit a home run. If that is not somebody that you can believe in and give a real push, then I don't know what they're smoking in creative. But let me get a hit. Shit. Because they must be smoking some real good shit if they don't think that Chelsea should be getting pushed as a main event star. Big Man said, I thought that was going to be a fight for a minute between Punk and Rhodes. Yeah, like I don't know what they want us to do with that, with this feud. Are they is it like big and little brother? Like I don't know what they want from us with this feud. I'm I'm truly having a problem getting like invested, getting really emotionally invested in the CM Punk versus Cody feud. You know, Cody's like, I love you, but I gotta tell you something I never told you before. I don't like you though. What? You just said you love the guy, you consider him a brother. Now he's saying I don't like you, but I don't like you. No. Rip up those cards, throw it out. Start from scratch, Cody. Let's go. Write a new promo up. That ain't tonight wasn't the one. When I met Chelsea in person, she was awesome. Where did you meet her, Bulldog? Nasty said, "Tell me when I'm telling lies." All the time, corporate man, Punk. All the time. The only thing that was good about the entire promo was when Cody was like, you know, I followed, you know, I was following you. You did after the pipe bomb, man. Blah blah blah. But you know, it killed me that every time you know, I was doing this, and this. The fans kept hoping it was you instead of me. But you know, I ate that, and Punk had the best response. Well, those things you were doing, Cody, did you do them better than me? Ooh, got him. And then he said, "Hey, it's not for you to decide. It's not for me to decide. It's for the fans to decide." And it was good. That was a great like, thank you, Punk. Give us a little. He gave us a little venom, and it was over. Thank God, because I couldn't take more of their bullshit. That's for shit sure. Like you said, I'm just not. They're not making me believe in this world title match like I need to. They got 1 week left to really convince me that I should be excited for CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. And I don't know, for Cody to not make it about the title when CM Punk said the right thing. He said it doesn't need to be about anything other than the title. And that's what it should be about. Bro, when you have the #1 title in all of wrestling, if you're the #1 show with and you got the #1 title on the #1 show, which means you got the world title of all world titles of all wrestling. That's what it's about. Being the fucking guy. So we don't need all this other bullshit that they're trying to make. Let it be about the belt. I was waiting on Cody to give CM Punk his receipt back, but it didn't happen. On which part, big man? 250 pounds on a ladder? Carrier ender. Punk is just a candy ass punk. Nasty said CM Junk is washed. Hey, don't sleep on Punk, man. He's looking real good these days. But will he leave SummerSlam with the belt? Only time will tell. Had a perfect opportunity to finally do something new and exciting with Sami Zayn, and they fumbled it. Yo, if I'm Sami Zayn, man, am I mad as shit. I waited my whole life to be a world champion, right? Like, yo, that was your dream. Your dream was to go to WWE and be world champion. And 9 days later, you lose it. And not only do you lose it, you don't lose it to a guy who's been here the whole time. You lost it to somebody who was on hiatus again, who was on another break at the moment. His first night back. Man, if that's not enough for Sami Zayn to turn around and say, I'm gonna let you guys know that I'm not resigning with you. I don't know what more abuse does this guy need. But then again, I don't know what he's getting paid. So I'm hoping he's getting paid something real hefty to take that bullshit. Big Man said CM Punk is the best in the world, not a candy ass. You are cursed talking about Punk like that. Big Man's a CM Punk guy and the Paul Heyman. Nice. I'm a Paul Heyman guy, and I do like Punk. I am going for Punk over Cody. Unless if they're gonna turn Cody heel, that's the only way I'm changing my pick on Cody and Punk. Is if Cody goes heel or Punk. I can't do this both babyface give each other a hug shit. What's at stake is way too important for that. Thank you, everyone. This means a lot to me. WPF, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Hey, Rob, I love you, brother, man. Your family is in our prayers, and I hope she gets better ASAP, man. I'll be praying for you, Rob. I got faith, bro, that everything's gonna work out. Yo, what up, Cold Slayer? How we feeling tonight, Cold? Oh, nice. You met him down in Denver. Okay, okay. We just finished doing the SmackDown review. I'm gonna catch up on these comments, and then we're gonna play a little game. To be honest, I'm sick of Cody Rhodes. WWE just keeps shoving him down our throats. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. BMI, I met Dusty Rhodes the same night. Oh, nice. Hell, Cody is the first ever in the Rhodes family to hold the gold. Yes, sir. Sammy can't do shit. Yep, hands down things, but yet so said. Thunder! What up, Thunder? Too sweet. D, I'm with you on Cody, man. I'm over it. Like, yo, turn him heel at least. Turn him heel or do something with him then. And I get that there's not a lot of guys in that main event spot right now that they can throw into it, but man, I think Cody kicking Punk in the balls at SummerSlam when the ref's not looking or something would be huge. You know what would really shock the entire world? Cody Rhodes goes heel with Paul Heyman as his manager. That would shock the world. Nobody would see it coming. It would be huge. We'll never get that, but man, would I be interested in Cody again then. When they was in the ring tonight, Hunter, CM Punk and Cody, remember, he said something about the receipt when being interviewed. I'm not fully sure, big man. About receipt about being interviewed. You know that their bullshit was so like blah. I remember bits and pieces, but I do remember something about a receipt though. Nice, Thunder. Hey, good luck. Good luck in your competition Sunday. Bulldog Rick, have a good night, brother. And F Cancer. There he is, the Tuesday night co-host, the man who rides on fire, my brother Ghost Rider. Right, it's the Tuesday night co-host of my other channel, my brother Ghost in the building. Let's go. Here you go, Ghost. Too sweet. And cheers. How are we, Ghost? Nasty said, I hope Albert Fryer is all elite, baby. Whew. Ah, man, it sucks, Rob. Rob, well, hey, all you can do is be there for them at this point, man. Just make your family as comfortable as you can make, and just be there. Do the little things like they need a drink, get up and go get them a drink. Those little things help a lot, especially when they're in pain and stuff. Little things like that go a long way. They need, go do the shopping for them, grocery shopping, all that stuff. But don't worry, Rob, you and our PRES. 2 out of 4 down, Bulldog. 2 out of 4, brother. 2 out of 4 down. Fuck cancer. D, let me know when you ready, D. Once you're ready, we gonna play a game. It's an easy one. That whether even if you don't need a long wrestling knowledge for this game, this is good. So even if you're brand new to wrestling and you just started, you can play this game. All right. There we go. There's my man. There's my brother D. So D, D and Big Man. I'm expecting you guys to come up big tonight for this game. I'm expecting you. D, I already know you coming out swinging. Let's be serious. Big Man, I see you wide awake tonight. I expect you to be helping D, especially if the chat gets a little. All right, so let me tell you about how the game's gonna go. What you got to do, all the bullshit. Get my picture ready. All right, so it's gonna be bracket. See, this is why I hate these kind of things. I wish I was normal live. If I was live the other way, I could pull up the brackets and put it on screen. All right, let me get it. So we got 4 brackets. Big Man, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're even talking about, Big Man. But okay, have a good night. I have no idea what this kid's talking about. Has this kid lost his mind tonight? Whatever joke you and Bulldog Rick had, by all means, phenomenal. I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay. So yeah, I don't know what you guys had an argue about, but somebody could tell me later because I'm not interrupting the rest of the guys on the live for it. It's not fair to the rest of you for me to stop and have to play sheriff for a moment. We're all grown men, right? If somebody says something disrespectful to you, ignore them, block them. That's it. Don't you don't have no one has to talk to each other in the chat. If somebody in the chat has a problem with another person in the chat, just don't talk to each other. There's way more people here to talk to and kick it with. All right. So back to the game before that weird shit happened. All right. So the name of the game is the greatest of all time tournament. There's going to be 4 brackets on each side. So you guys got to either get a pen to write some stuff down or, use your phone to just remember some of it. But because it's not too long, I can pretty much just tell you what, as we go through it. So I want to see I want to see who you guys pick out of the choices you have to be best of all time. So, it's overall, not, we're not picking a guy just on submission or a guy just on high flying. We're picking on overall best of all time. Each round. Hey, Bulldog Rick, if you still want to stay and hang out, you're more than welcome. All right. First, but on to the game. We're not doing any of this baby bullshit anymore. Shit like that's gonna make me start real. I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna have to start banning people. All right. First up, we got Undertaker versus Mankind. Who are we going with? Are we going with Undertaker or are we going with Mankind? So, like I said, chat, this isn't something where you gotta like have a long wrestling knowledge. You just, it's an easy peasy game. Undertaker. Okay, that was my vote too. Undertaker. Okay, and of course my fucking pen don't work as usual. Hold on 1 second, D. Hey D, if you know whatever that all that bullshit was later, let me know. All right, Undertaker. Okay. First round, easy round. So, you got the east side and the west side, we'll say, right? So, we're going to go through the whole east side, and depending on what time it is and who's playing by the time we finish the east side, we'll go over to do the west side next, or we'll wait till next live to do the west side. We'll see what happens. Because, like I said, it's not really that long. We got the Macho Man Randy Savage or Roman Reigns. What are we thinking, chat? Hey, Ghost, this is the perfect game for you, brother. You don't need any wrestling knowledge. It's just pick'ems. It's just pick'ems for you. And a lot of the names are names like, even if you're not a diehard wrestling fan, you know who these guys are. You have heard of these names, which is why I thought it was the perfect game, especially after the last game we played. That shit was so hard. But are we going Macho Man or are we going Roman Reigns? I know this, right? Everything in my body wants to say Macho Man, but I gotta go Roman Reigns. Right? See, D said the same thing. He said this one is tough, but Roman. Woo. And that's the fun of this one. They got some really like good matchups for us. So, this might, well, depending on who you are. John Cena or Triple H. Step into a Slim Jim. Yeah. Triple H, the Game, or John Cena? And this isn't Triple H in a suit, you know? Triple H just because he is better all-around performer. You know, when I think of the cerebral assassin Triple H, that makes me. I was leaning that way too. Mm. All right, next we got, and this is the last one for the East Coast. Sting versus The Rock. I'm going Sting. I think if Sting, you know, Sting would beat Rock, I think, overall. And Sting's not gonna go run the Hollywood on us. He's gonna actually complete. He's gonna sit here and try to fight the rest of the tournament. He's not gonna go to Hollywood on us. D, what do you think about Sting over Rock? Yo, what up, King Midas? What up, Team No Sleep? Are we talking hair plug Cena, or pre-hair plug Cena? Rock does have better mic skills, but if it's Sting versus Rock, man, I think Sting takes him. I think Sting puts him in the sharpshooter, and Rock taps out. All right, awesome. We'll go with Sting. Okay, so we got our four that are ready for the second round for the East side. Now we have the West side. King Midas, we're playing a game. Feel free to jump in there. It's really just the pick 'em. So I'll let you know who the two wrestlers are, and you just throw out who you think is the better all around wrestler. Who would win the match if they were to have a fight? Oh shit. Yo, so this one's a little harder. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kurt Angle. Yo, big man, you need to figure out a way to contact me and talk to me off the live. Cause I don't know what the hell happened. And and to say some crazy shit happened, I'm leaving your channel and I'm never coming back. And then to come back a few minutes later and pretend like that all didn't just happen is crazy work. Like that shit's not cool. Bro, if you want to be here, be here. If you don't want to be here, that's your choice. This at the end of the day, this is my channel, nobody else's. So if you're getting into a fight with somebody else, you take that shit up with them. And hey, I'm sorry about your back, man. I got a lot of back issues myself. Nothing worse than back pain. Oh, the fucking worst. Kurt Angle? Yeah, exactly, Ghost. Take that shit outside. Yeah, D, I'm with you, Kurt Angle, because I had to take my feelings out of being a Stone Cold fan and choose and go with who would really win that match. Okay, Angle. All right, so big man, I'm gonna let you know what we're doing right now. I'm gonna name two wrestlers, and you're gonna choose between these two who you think overall would win. And that's pretty much all you really need to do. I got all the brackets written up and everything, so you don't got to worry about any of that. So jump in there with me and Ghost. You were having such a good night tonight, having fun. Get back to having some fun. If you want to contact me privately later to tell me what happened, by all means, feel free, because I don't have a clue. And I don't have the time to do it while we're live. All right. Next up. Shit. I lost the picture. Damn it. I was hoping I was wrong. Shawn Michaels versus Brock Lesnar. Oh, shit. Shawn Michaels versus Brock Lesnar. Shit. Yo, Brock Lesnar is a machine. But Shawn Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania. But I think Brock Lesnar eats him. Big man said Brock Lesnar. What are you thinking, D? You think we're thinking Brock, right? I love HBK, but I don't know if HBK can get off enough of super kicks to put Brock down. I know HBK is a way better performer, but do you think HBK could beat Brock Lesnar in a match though? You know what I mean? Like pretend like like it's a king, like this is King of the Ring, and they're going at each other. I think Brock Lesnar eats would beat Angle. Would beat not Angle, would beat HBK. I don't know. I don't think HBK could put Brock down for the 1, 2, 3, right? And it sucks. Like I love HBK, and I hate to count HBK out in the first round, but yeah. So Donald and Big Man both also said Brock over Shawn. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Brock over Shawn. Okay. Yo, I know Brock seemed like the easy answer, but shit. It's never easy when you add Shawn Michaels to it. Like, all right, we got 2 matches left for the West Coast. All right, so 1 out of 2. Ric Flair versus Goldberg. Shit. Now remember, this could be any year Ric Flair you want it to be. It doesn't have to be old man Ric Flair versus jacked out Goldberg. This is Goldberg at his best versus Ric Flair at his best. All right, so Big Man's thinking Goldberg. D said, I fucking hate Goldberg, but he would win. Yeah. I'm thinking Goldberg too. Like, I don't want him to win. I want Ric Flair to throw him in a figure four and make him tap like a little bitch. But I don't think he could even hold him down. To to be the man, you gotta beat the man. Woo! Right? I don't think Rick's getting up after the jackhammer. I think Rick is staying down. Like, I think the only way Rick wins that is if he gets the figure four on him. And I don't like how's he even doing? How's he getting it on Goldberg like without Goldberg getting out of it right away? They're real evil for this one. All right, this one might be we might all be in sync on this, or this might be an argument. Let's see how it goes. Bret Hart versus Hulk Hogan. They're fucking evil for this one. Bret versus Hulk. Okay, so we're talking Bret at his best and Hulk at his best. Shit. Hulk at his best is a big dude. Not a little guy. But, right? Hey, they don't call him the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. For no reason. Bret, I think Bret. Big Man said Bret Hart, sharpshooter. D said in their prime, he thinks Hulk is gonna win. Hunter, I love you, bro. Chat, keep it real. I'll catch you all on the next one. Ghost, thank you, brother man, for coming through as always. Have a good night, Ghost Rider. 2 over and 2 strong. You know what I mean? Because Hulk is a big guy at his best. I don't, and I know how strong Bret is. But I don't. I mean, I'm really all right. We got to break it down, man. So Hogan needs to hit the leg drop, right, to win, and Bret needs either the sharpshooter or a quick roll up pin, because Bret's notorious for that quick roll up pin. If you watch, he catches a lot of bigger guys than him. Now, when Bret took on Undertaker at Survivor Series, or was it I'm sorry, maybe it was SummerSlam, the one that was the big whole thing with Bret Hart and Undertaker. Who remembers who won that match? Did Bret beat Undertaker in the Heart and Soul pay-per-view? Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. Which is why I'm asking. If anybody remembers, I could Google it. Bret Hart versus Taker, Heart and Soul. SummerSlam 1997. Who won? Okay, Bret won. It was the 1997 SummerSlam. It was Bret Hart versus Undertaker, and the cover for the SummerSlam was like purplish. They were calling it like the Heart and Soul. Was the big gimmick and everything. Hey, and Bret won. I don't think Bret could get Hulk in the sharpshooter for the win. Don't think so. Wait. Bret won because Kevin Nash fucked Undertaker and started their feud before he went to WC. Shit. Damn it, that just screwed up my logic for Bret. Damn you, D. Great point. Shit. So I want all three of us to like agree always before we put the guy down on paper. So I'm trying to really break it down. So Hulk can get the leg drop on Bret. It's a leg drop. It's not hard to hit. You just got to get your guy down long enough. But I don't think Bret is getting Hulk in the sharpshooter. But could see Bret getting a roll-up pin on Hulk. But could see. This is hard because I'm a little biased in this one. I don't want to say Bret. I don't want to say Bret's gonna lose to Hulk. He screwed him WrestleMania 9. Damn it. But ah, damn you, Hulk Hogan. And we're talking the best Hulk Hogan, right? Versus the best Bret Hart of himself. That 80s Hulk is a problem. He was so big and gigantic. You know, see Bret, I remember that now. I remember Bret getting Shawn to do that, and Bret ducks, and Shawn hits Taker. Mm. All right, guys, we gotta all agree. One of you guys said Bret Hart. One of you guys said Hulk Hogan. Ah, thank you, D. Let's go, Bret. Okay, you had me sweating. All right, so listen. Next one, we get into a tiebreaker type of thing. D, you gonna whatever way you want to go, D. We're gonna go that way since you went our way on Bret. We gotta be fair. Gotta be fair. Oh yes, and that's gonna set up for Bret versus Goldberg later on. Now, oh, they're gonna love that one. All right, we now have this. We're now into the second round for the East side. So for the second round for East and West, now we're in the second round. There's only 2 matches for each conference, so it's only 2-12. We can do this. We can finish this up definitely. All right. So now it's either Undertaker or Roman Reigns. Undertaker or Roman Reigns. Hmm. That's right. And Undertaker in his prime. Woo. And that purple and black. Ooh. But Roman Reigns in his prime beat Brock Lesnar. This is gonna be hard. I Big man, I know. Yo, this is a round. This is that round. Now the East. The East wasn't the first rounds for the East wasn't bad. The first rounds for the West was hard as shit though. But the first rounds for East went good, which is why now we're being punished for the second rounds. Shit. Taker and Roman. Fuck me. D, where you at with that, D? What are you thinking? All right. Undertaker by a slim margin. I'm liking that. What do you think, big man? You like Undertaker by a slim margin over Roman? I think that's solid. That's a good one. And talk about a fight of fights right there. That would have been. Ooh, I would have loved to be like just to be able to see that would have been unbelievable to see like Undertaker Prime. Okay. Now, all right, so we got Taker coming in. We got Taker over Roman for the first of the second rounds. Next, for the East Coast, Triple H versus Sting. Oh yeah, big man. Every wrestler is in their prime. They're in their best shape of their life. Wherever they were the best in their career, that's the version you picture in this match. Triple H, the cerebral assassin versus Sting. Shit, I'm a big Sting guy, but I do like Triple H a lot too. D, what are we thinking, D? Big man's liking Triple H over Sting. What are you liking, D? All right, both of you guys said Triple H. I'm gonna go with you guys then. Okay. Okay. All right. Now we. I don't know though. That's Sting with the splash. Hey, I love Sting. That's why I was letting you guys go with it because I didn't want to be biased at all. Shit. Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. Son of a bitch. Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. Who who do we think is winning this? And this and Kurt's in his prime, and so is Brock. Shit. These two freaks of nature. And I know Brock is a once in a generation wrestler. I will die on this hill. Kurt Angle. All right, so D went Kurt Angle. What are we thinking, big man? Are we? Did you? Do you agree with Donald? Are you with Kurt Angle? Man, what a match this was. And I do remember when this happened too. Back, I remember Brock Lesnar tried to do the shooting star press and completely missed. But just to see a guy at his size do a shooting star press was still amazing. Okay, Kurt Angle it is. Okay. And for the last round in the West Conference for round twos, Goldberg versus Bret Hart. I don't know. With the hatred, I don't know if you take Bret Hart's hatred for Goldberg and put Bret Hart in the best shape of his life. I'm going Bret Hart. I just think that hatred for Goldberg, Bret Hart would never ever tap out to Goldberg. That's first off. He hates him way too much. He would rather Goldberg kill him before he taps out to him. D said, okay, so D said it, the Hitman also. Big man, what are we thinking? We going Hitman with us? My pick's Bret Hart, Sharpshooter Goldberg, tapping out. That's right, Goldberg's tapping out. You damn right he is. Holy, all right. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Now we're into the last round for the East. last round for the West. And then it's the championship match to crown the champ. All right, who's gonna represent the West? The East Coast. It's Undertaker versus Triple H. And I gotta say, if Triple H couldn't end Undertaker's streak when he gave him more than one chance when Undertaker wasn't in his prime yet, how is Triple H beating a prime Undertaker then? I know Triple H wasn't in his prime either when they had those matches, but Triple H was still in good shape. But if Triple H couldn't beat Undertaker then, no way he's beating Undertaker now. D went Undertaker over Triple H. Hells yeah. What are we thinking, big man? You with us? Undertaker over Triple H? I can't believe Triple H even made it this far in the tournament, right? Good for him for making it this far. Just to get Tombstone. Nice. Big man said Undertaker. So Triple H, you're going to have to rest in peace. Woo! We got Undertaker as our representing the East Coast. Let's see who the Undertaker is going to end up fighting. Now for the West Coast Championship, we got Kurt Angle versus Bret Hart. Oh boy. Yo, this is a problem. This is like the submission. This is like a match I want, a dream match. Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle. Oh man. It's a shame we never got this match. Sorry, Hunter, Kurt Angle. I understand. It's hard to, it's hard to think. Kurt, I think, is just more agile than Bret. Bret is so good technical, but Kurt could match him technical to technical. Where Kurt could bend and get himself into all these like positions that I don't know if Bret could get himself out of. So damn, that's a big problem. Where's the submission move? Now, I think Bret gets the ankle tap out before Bret could put Kurt Angle in a sharpshooter. A lot more has to go into that sharpshooter than the ankle tap out. I could see Kurt Angle with boom. Angle hits an angle slam and then grabs that ankle and drops down, wraps his legs around Bret's leg into the ankle tap out, and it's over. Where Bret would have to hit Angle with a pile driver. And that pile drive, Bret would have to drop Kurt so hard on his head that he would be unconscious for a little bit for Brett to be able to hit that sharpshooter without Kurt Angle being fidgety and and not letting him playing defense. Kurt Angle is probably the best wrestler we will see in our lifetime. It's true. It's damn true. Yeah, Brett is a good technical wrestler, but Kurt too. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta go Kurt. I'm so sorry, Brett. Don't hate me. I know you already hate me, Brett, for coughing on you, but I'm sorry for coughing on you, Bret Hart. I didn't mean it. I swear I didn't mean it. Woo. We got one more to go for all the marbles. This one's for all the marbles. We got wait, Kurt Angle with the angle slam and a sharpshooter for the win over Brett. Oh no. Oh no, come on, don't we can't do Brett dirty like that. It's bad enough. Hey, it's bad enough Brett's gonna lose. Let's let him lose with respect at least. Angle slam into the ankle tap out. We can't have because if it that's the only way I would go with Brett over Kurt is if Kurt went to do the sharpshooter to Brett, his cockiness, I think, would screw him and Brett would get the W because he reversed the sharpshooter on him. All right, we got Undertaker versus Kurt Angle for the whole thing. D said Kurt Angle for the whole thing. Damn. All right. So this is for all the marbles. You guys, I don't want you guys just to tell me your pick. I want you guys to tell me your pick and why. How did you see like D, what made you go with Kurt over Undertaker? Instead of Undertaker over Kurt. I'm trying to think of what their record is of the two of them going against each other. I wonder if they would tell us something like that. Let me try Googling it. Kurt Angle versus Undertaker record. Win-loss record. Win-loss record over each other. Let's see. Wow. Shit. Well, D, you're going to like this. Kurt Angle has 3 wins over Undertaker, where Undertaker has 1 win over Kurt Angle. And then 1 match ended in a draw contest. Damn. So, based on the record of what I just saw on Google and what D just said, because I got it with Kurt Angle with 3 wins, Undertaker with 1 win, and one as a tie. So I'm sorry, Undertaker, but stats don't lie. Both of these guys were in great shape when they were fighting each other back then. In a one-on-one match, Kurt Angle and The Undertaker faced each other in 4 televised single matches, with Kurt holding a 2-1-1 advantage over the Dead Man. I picked Kurt because I really believe he is great in the ring, the greatest wrestler in the ring of all time. Big man, jump on in there. What are you thinking? Ah, man. Tyler, Kurt Angle or Undertaker? You can tell us the breaking news after the game. Man, I feel you, D, and I'm there with you on Kurt Angle. Damn, Undertaker. It's hard. It's just hard for me to put the Dead Man down. But realistically, right? Like, you know, yo, Kurt Angle is the best freaking wrestler of all time. Like in ring work. Like, shit, man. Big man said, "I'm going Kurt Angle. Lock for the marbles." Sorry, Undertaker. R.I.P. Hey, I told you I owed you one too. So even if I want to fight for the Undertaker over Kurt, I owe you a round for Brett earlier. So that's that's three now for Kurt Angle. Tyler said, "I think Taker, but Kurt is the best wrestler." So see, look, then you do think Kurt. If you think Kurt's the best wrestler, then you know he's beaten Taker. But shit, you know what? You know those stats don't lie. You're right. So we got Kurt Angle for our champion. Good for him, bro. Good for Kurt Angle, man. What a it annoys me that they keep talking. They always talk about how Brock Lesnar is a once in a generation superstar. What about Kurt Angle? Kurt Angle's a once in a generation superstar. Anybody else who's come in with that's been in the Olympics, not a lot of them won the Olympics. They were there in it, but they didn't win. And not only did Kurt win, he did it with a freaking broken neck. Woo. So good. So good. Yeah, I'll check afterwards, Tyler. If you ask a bunch of other wrestlers, they would tell you Kurt is the best wrestler of all time. You're damn right. Kurt is the best wrestler. It's like who if Brock isn't gonna if we're going with Kurt over Brock, that really should like just Because Brock's laying out almost everybody, right? Like this guy's a legitimate badass. This guy was the UFC World Heavyweight Champion. This guy held the biggest belt in the world. Like it doesn't get bigger than being World Heavyweight UFC Champion. So, you know what I mean? So you gotta be a Kurt Angle to beat to do to be able to beat a guy that it was a UFC World Heavyweight Champion. Well, Kurt, you don't suck. You don't suck. It's true. It's damn true. Um, Facebook or Instagram would be the easiest ways, especially Instagram. Those would be the best ways. Tyler, what breaking news you got? Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar face each other in 5 televised single matches in WWE. Angle leads the head-to-head televised single record with 3-2. I bet that irks Brock Lesnar. I could see Brock now yelling at Vince, "Bring him back, damn it! Bring Kurt back! I don't want him in TNA for the last of his years. I need Kurt back here. He's got one up on me. No fucking way." And it would be fun because you always used to hear Kurt Angle and Brock talk about how not only did they have this brotherhood back then, but the competition between the two of them was like no other, and how they would push each other so far to the next level, like shit. Brock Lesnar tried a shooting star press and almost broke his neck doing it, but he tried it at least. I don't think anybody other than Kurt Angle was going to make a Brock Lesnar try a shooting star press. Like, come on. I don't do Facebook. What's your Instagram? I'll message you, Hunter. Go to my YouTube channel and click on the beacon. It pulls up all my social medias. So you don't have to write anything out. You just bang. And it'll do it. Because it's the same thing, like WPF_Hunter. But I don't know how you write it for Instagram. I just know how to go to Beacon. Here, I'll show you. Where are we? Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, so when you go on the channel's homepage, you hit Beacon. That's right there. You hit Beacon, then once you hit it, it'll come up Chrome, Google, or default browser. So depending on like what you want to do, what your browser is, hit that button, and then after you hit that button, it brings you to the Beacon page that I have, and it's got all the social medias to the wrestling channel. Both both channels have the beacon thing on the front of their page. They're not all the same social medias on both channels. Each channel goes with the social medias to that channel. Each channel has their own Facebook, has their own Instagram, has all the bullshit. It's a lot of work that goes into all this shit, unfortunately. Yo, Stretch Boogie. Yo, Boogie Yoogie Yoogie. What up, my brother? How we doing, Stretch? Nice to see you coming through tonight. Oh, shit. JCW, they just launched a new website with their entrance music and everything. Okay. Big man, let me know if you're good. If you're not, if you need any help, I'll go over it again. Just let me know. JCW has been pretty good lately. Is Vince Russo still in charge of JCW, doing the commentating? Telegram. I barely know how to do. I barely have my social medias. I am like the non-technology guy. Just got done working security. Hey, nice little extra gig for money. Shit. Hey, next time you get a security job, if they need help, let me know. Hook a brother up. I'll come be security and hang out with you. Can't go wrong. J-Rod just won the OVW championship. Okay. Russo is still booking. Has Russo completely destroyed himself? I mean, has Russo taken himself out of the storyline yet? Or does Russo still make sure that he's front and center for JCW? Late night was hoping for some girl fight. I hear that. Top flight security of the world, Greg. Greatest movie. Man, I watch Friday. I watch the third Friday every Christmas. One of the first movies I like to start my Christmas movies off with. One time last episode. Really? So Vince Russo has been doing better? I can't believe it. No way. Vince Russo has really been keeping himself out of the storyline. You're about to give this old man a heart attack. Holy shit. I died for this shit too. Oh man. When Dave goes and yells at those older women that are like choir women singing and calls them a bunch of hoes, and they go back home and they get all their nephews and everything, and they come back to beat the shit out of them. Oh man, that shit was classic. They're hiding on the freaking roof. He's blowing the whistle. Nobody's coming to help him. That boy's dying. Yep, for the most part, you don't see Russo. Holy shit, I might give JCW another try then. Nice, fat boy. I took an see that's old man levels That's old man shit right there, baby. We don't sleep, we take naps. Sleep is for the rich. Napping's for us old OGs. We'll sleep when we hit the lotto. Until then, it's napped and back to reality, unfortunately. Don't be selling pussy on the corner in the name of the Lord. Yo, I'm telling you, if you take Mike Epps and Ice Cube and put them together, you get a great movie. Like, you can't get a bad movie with those guys. Like, look, you had well, they did 2 out of the 3 Fridays. Awesome, right? You had All About the Benjamins. Awesome. You had Janky Promoters. Awesome. Mike Epps and Ice Cube are the tag team we never knew we needed for comedy. Man, like what a great comedy duet. You know, WWE is always bringing in like these celebrities and shit all the time, right? Shit. Bring in Ice Cube and Mike Epps. Let them do like a few funny like backstage promos and shit. That shit would be so funny. Could you imagine Mike Epps and Ice Cube walking into Danhausen's like experimental lab with Danhausen there? The shit that would come out of Mike Epps' mouth would have us. We would be laughing so hard we may piss ourselves. We'd be crying and from laughing so much. I love the first Friday and the third Friday. You gotta always love the first one. It started it all, right? The OG of the OG. And yo, the third one, come on, that's an epic Christmas movie now. Yeah, that's how I'd probably do it. I'd probably go make 1 and 3, then 2, or 3, 1, and then 2. Either way, though, I'd put 2 last out of them. You know, I enjoyed Baby Joker and his guys, but they weren't as good as the Christmas episode or the first one with Debo. Woo, Debo and Craig. Craig, you don't need that gun, Craig. You use these, Craig. Right? I can't wait for last Friday. I may cry, honestly. I may cry for last Friday. I may cry at the end of the movie. Can't believe it's gonna be the last Friday. But hopefully we get lucky and then they do the last Friday after next. Yeah, right. The second one was okay. It was just the third best out of the 3. That's all. No closed doors. I don't like closed doors. No closed doors. Hey, that's the best part too out of that. That and when Baby D, who's not a baby at all, she's a monster, is chasing him in the parking lot, and he's trying to offer her cookies, 2 cookies or 1 cookie, to let him go. Come on, Baby D, you know you didn't have these in the pin. This is that good shit, not that bullshit. He's slinging a chocolate chip cookie like it's crack. Only only Mike Epps is playing that character can get away with that. Never mind. I found it. JCW Wrestling. Juggalo. Yep, Juggalo Wrestling. Oh, man. Pinky, that part was epic. Hells yeah. Now listen, hey, I, I think two is a great also, but just compared to one and three, I got number two like the last. You know, because one's the OG that sets the whole tone. You know, the OG is always the best, right? It's the OG. And that Christmas one, man, that's just so good. Jasmine's baby daddy revealed is Jasmine's baby daddy revealed is the best one storyline and storytelling in JCW. Right? How do you get fired on your day off? Like, come on. You gotta try to get fired on your day off from work. Come on. Only Mike Epps could do that. It's a wrestling indie company, fat boy. It's the Juggalos company. You know, those guys with the paint on their face? One's skinny, the other one's heavy. I'll send you a picture to your IG after the live. There we go. ICP. I'm so happy I let you say what it was first and I didn't give it a guess what it was. Because I think my shit would have got me kicked off of YouTube. What I was thinking in my head, the letters weren't shit. Now, every time I come in the kitchen, you always in the refrigerator. You mean the collard greens? The fried chicken? Oh, what about in the first one? They don't have two of anything. They're missing it. How you gonna have cereal and no milk? You got peanut butter but no jelly. And you see him, what is he? He's eating cereal with water? Oh, terrible. Cereal and water. Yo, I don't care how broke I am not eating cereal and with water. Hell to the F no. I will eat that cereal dry as shit out the box before I dare put one, put one, fill me up a bowl of water. Hey, Smokey's back here taking a. I won't tell no one. Oh, that shit is so good. Those movies are the best. Or what about you had what was it? The Reverend guy, Bernie Mac, right? Bernie Mac went and slept with the lady across the street that had a little husband that came home and started going nuts, throwing his shoe and shit out of them. That shit was so good. Do you see Josh Bishop before? Yes. I'm I was watching Josh Bishop before he became one half of the new what the hell is their name called? Heel something with him and Dijak. I forgot what they're now called. But I like Josh Bishop. He's a big dude. Yo, leader, welcome back, brother. How we doing, leader? Yo, that match with Josh Bishop and fuck, I forget what his name was, bro. And it was a crazy match, bro. He threw the guy through. He did like a razor's edge through a table from like the second level. Now, come on in here. Scripture for 24, 25 years. The bathroom scene was too funny. Hell yeah, big man. Josh Bill. Wait, is that's not the same Bishop D from MLW? Miss Johnson? Josh Josh Bishop is the JWC World Champ. JCW champ. But we're talking the same Josh Bishop though, right? From MLW. Yeah, same dude. Okay. Oh, good for him then. That's not a bad idea. That's not bad. That made me a little more interested in JCW. Welcome back, Lita. Welcome back. That's a sin. Around here, we call it a twin. Hey, absolutely, Rob. You are, yeah, Rob, you and the family are in our prayers as always, brother. Just keep your head up. While your mom's in the hospital, go by your aunts, help her with get her groceries, whatever she needs, and then back to the hospital. So that way, your mom seeing you there will cheer her up, having somebody there to talk to and be with her. And in no time, she'll be coming home, and your aunt will get better also. You guys will be back to feeling like champions, Rob. You see, watch and see. Yep, same dude. He's got two belts. So wait, so now Josh is the JCW World Champion and the MLW Tag Team, one half of the Tag Team Champion. What other belt does he have? Any other belts than those two, or those are the two you guys are talking about? Guess who Bishop's manager is in JCW? No, he's got a manager? Oh man. All right, let me see. He's got. Don't you dare tell me it's Vince Russo. If you tell me it's Vince Russo, I'm done with JCW talk for the next month. You gotta tell me. I really don't have a guess because I'm not sure who's in JCW right now. So think old school ECW. All right, old school ECW. The guy with who always had like the neck brace on all the time. I remember him. He was a manager. I feel like for some reason he's in JCW again. Okay. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh man. You know, I was trying to think of like, if it wasn't the guy with that neck brace and the bow tie on it, like if it wasn't him, who it could possibly be. Oh man. Oh, I can't believe he's still around. Ooh, yo, that would have been a good one too. A good guess, big man. Bill Alfonso would have been a good guess. Oh shit! All right, it's 3 o'clock, boys. I gotta be up insanely early today, so I gotta try to get some sleep before I gotta be up in 4 hours. Make sure everybody you have a good night. Have a safe weekend, everybody. Don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. We will be back this Monday night. Yo, big man, if not tonight, hit me up sometime tomorrow and let me know what the hell happened tonight. So that way I know what happened earlier. All right. Hey, if you haven't hit that like button, smash that like button, subscribe, do all that cool shit that I'm supposed to annoy the shit out of you guys and tell you 1,000 times throughout the night. So do all that good shit because when you hunt with the pack, you never hunt alone. As always, everybody, stay hunting, and we'll catch you on the next one.